Norse mythology is an epic saga of gods, giants, monsters, and humans, all intertwined in a cosmos filled with conflict, destiny, and an inescapable end. This mythology, passed down by the ancient Scandinavian peoples, tells the story of the world's creation, its ongoing struggles, and its eventual destruction in a cataclysm known as Ragnarok. We will go on a journey through the key events of Norse mythology, from the birth of the cosmos to its fiery end. Before time and space as we know them existed, there were only two primordial realms, Muspelheim, a land of fire and eternal heat, and Niflheim, a realm of ice and freezing cold. Between them lay a void known as Ginnungagap. From this void, the heat of Muspelheim and the cold of Niflheim collided, giving birth to Ymir, a massive frost giant. As Ymir slept, he sweated, and from his body emerged other giants. At the same time, a cow named Audhumla arose from the ice to nourish Ymir. As she licked the salty ice blocks, she uncovered Buri, the first of the gods. Buri's descendants would include Odin, Vili, and Ve, the first of the Aesir gods. Odin, along with his brothers Vili and Ve, soon realized that to create order, Ymir had to be destroyed. The brothers killed Ymir, and from his massive body, they constructed the world. Ymir's blood became the seas, his flesh the earth, and his bones the mountains. His skull was placed high to form the sky, and the sparks from Muspelheim became the stars. Thus, the cosmos was created with 9 realms all connected by the great ash tree Yggdrasil. These realms included Asgard, home of the gods, Midgard, the world of humans, and Jotunheim, the land of the giants. Vanaheim was the realm of the Vanir, Alfheim the realm of the elves, Nidavellir the home of dwarves, Helheim the realm of the dead, and Niflheim and Muspelheim. Niflheim was a realm of fog and ice, while Muspelheim was a realm of heat and fire. The gods, known as the Aesir, began shaping this new world, building their own great halls and ordering the balance of life. The Aesir gods, though powerful, were not immortal. They had strengths but also weaknesses, and their interactions often reflected the human condition. Among the most important of these gods were Odin, the All-Father, the god of wisdom, war and death. He constantly sought knowledge and sacrificed his eye at the well of Mimir to gain insight into the future. Thor, the god of thunder, who wielded the mighty hammer Mjölnir. Thor was the defender of both gods and humans, constantly battling the giants and other chaotic forces. Loki, the trickster god, a shapeshifter who was both ally and foe to the gods. Loki's cleverness often brought both fortune and disaster to the Aesir, and his actions would eventually lead to the downfall of the gods. One of the most tragic stories in Norse mythology is the death of Balder, the god of light, joy, and purity. Balder was beloved by all, and his mother Frigg made everything in the world swear not to harm him, everything except for the humble mistletoe, which she overlooked. Loki, ever the trickster, discovered this vulnerability, and crafted a dart from mistletoe. He then tricked Balder's blind brother Hoder into throwing the dart at Balder, killing him instantly. The gods mourned Balder's death deeply, and his passing was seen as a sign of the impending doom of the world, the start of the series of events that would lead to Ragnarok. Ragnarok, or the Twilight of the Gods, is the prophecy of the end of the world in Norse mythology. The story foretells a great battle where gods, giants, and monstrous creatures would face off in a final apocalyptic conflict. Before Ragnarok, several signs would appear. The most terrifying of these was the escape of the great wolf Fenrir, a monstrous creature bound by the gods. Jormungandr, the world serpent, would rise from the ocean and cause the seas to surge. The sun and moon would be devoured by wolves, plunging the world into darkness. The Battle of Ragnarok would see the death of many major figures. Odin would face Fenrir in battle but be devoured by the giant wolf. Thor would engage Jormungandr, the serpent that encircles the world, in combat. Though Thor would slay the serpent, he would collapse and die from its venom. Loki would lead the giants and creatures against the gods, only to be slain by Heimdall, the guardian of Asgard. However, Heimdall would also perish in the battle. The world itself would be consumed by fire as Surtur, the fire giant, set the realms ablaze. The earth would sink into the sea and nearly all life would be extinguished. Though Ragnarok is the destruction of the world, it is not the end of everything. After the apocalyptic firestorm, a new world would rise from the waters. 2 human survivors, Lif and Lifthrasir, would emerge from the world tree Yggdrasil and repopulate the earth. A few gods would also survive, including Balder, who would return from the dead to rule over this new peaceful world. In this new world, life would begin anew, and the cycle of creation, destruction, and rebirth would continue, just as the Vikings saw the seasons and the harshness of life as an unending circle. Norse mythology is a reflection of the Viking worldview, a world in which life was brutal, nature was powerful and unpredictable, and even the gods themselves were subject to fate. This mythology taught the ancient Norse to value strength, honor, and courage in the face of inevitable destruction. At its core, Norse mythology is one of cycles, creation and destruction, joy and sorrow, victory and defeat. It offers a vision of a world in constant flux where even the mightiest must face their destiny, but where hope always remains in the form of renewal. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to increase your brain power, check the links in the description.